I'm taking the boat to the pier. I got no fear, I'm living it up, I'm filling it up. I got a bucket of fish, death by hook. Cast your fears away. Let's go fish all day. Let's go to the bay and get a death by hook. I'm taking the boat to the pier. I got no fear, I'm living it up, I'm filling it up. I got a bucket of fish, death by hook.
You're watching Death by Hook. Cast your fears away.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Death by Hook. Today we're going on a craw series. So today we're going to try to make the same craw that we made yesterday. Yesterday we did red and black. Today we're going to try doing some green pumpkin and different variations of green pumpkin. So we're going to try to do like a solid color green pumpkin, black flake, and then we're going to try to make a couple different looks to the craw. That way you guys can see what you guys can do with this mold and different color variations. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so we got our plastic out of the microwave. So I'm going to show you guys really easy. Today we're going to be using some dead-on plastic green pumpkin. So kind of what I want to do is I want to just add a couple drops and get a real light green pumpkin, and we'll throw some black flake in and then every time we pour again I'll add a little bit more so we can make it a little bit darker so you guys can see what a couple drops of this stuff does. So I think right now we're just going to put like 1, 2, 3. We'll do 3 drops and we'll see how much that changes it. So this is 3 drops here. And you can see that it's already starting to change the color. So that's a pretty transparent green pumpkin, right? And this is easy. You can just order online from Dead On Plastics. You can get a starter kit, get yourself a set of colors, and then you can pick up black flake from anywhere, really. So let's go ahead and so I'm going to add just a little bit of this real small black flake. This is hexagon 0.02. I don't know if you can see how fine that is, and we're just going to do something like this. I'm just going to get just a tiny bit, just like that. I'm going to pour it in here. And then we're going to do the same with the larger black flake. So this is larger flake, and we're going to do the same. We're just going to do like 1/4 of a spoon. There we go. So we're going to shoot one real light just so everybody can see. You can make different variations of green pumpkin. Some people are going to say it looks like watermelon, but it's all the same. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up. And with this one, we're just going to use a single injector. Like I said, we're just going to make a couple of these just to show what we can do with one colorant and a couple of couple of different types of flake here. So that's the consistency. That's what it's going to come out like. It's kind of transparent. Like I said, this is only a couple drops. So we're going to check our temp temp's real low. It's 237. We want it to be about anywhere from 320 to like 350 is where I like to be. So like I said, we're just going to be using a single aluminum injector. And the head pops off like that. It's got a, man, it looks like I got to clean that. It's been a while since I cleaned these. But you slap this thing on, it'll suck it up. We'll inject it down. And while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and just get our mold ready. This is our mold. It's a 2-crawl mold. This is a 6-inch mold. You can get it at Anglers, Alley's Baits. Same thing, order online. So this is what it looks like. It's a 2-part aluminum block. And we're going to use these clamps here to clamp it down. And now that we're using a single injector, we'll be able to add more clamps. Hopefully that'll help with the flashing. All right. You can pick these clamps up at Harbor Freight, real cheap. We're going to go ahead and put this in here for a minute, wait for it to come out, and we'll shoot this thing up. All right. So we got it out. We're going to go ahead and mix it up. Make sure that most of the flakes go all the way down to the bottom. So you got to make sure that you mix it really good. Okay, so there we go. So again, this is one color, so we're going to use one injector. So in this video, like I said, we're just going to work with one color. It's going to be green pumpkin, and all we're going to do is go from the lightest green pumpkin all the way down to the darkest. So we're just going to add little drops here and there, darken it up. That way you guys can see what you can get with one color. And you can do this with worms, you can do this with other molds. So I mean, this is really taking it down to the basics. One colorant, one glitter can get you real far if this is what you want to do. If you just want to start out, that's how I started out. Started out with just one color, couple glitters, 1 or 2 molds, and then I built my way up that way. So we're gonna go ahead and let this cure out for about 10 minutes. We'll come back, open it up, and we'll see what we got. All right, let's open it up. Let's see what we have. Maybe I'm being a little overkill with the clamps, but I've had a couple of these molds spray out when they're not really clamped down, so. All right. So this is what we got. So this is a real light green pumpkin. We're going to go ahead and put this guy in water so it can cure out. And actually, we didn't have the flashing issues that we had yesterday. So those are our craws here. These are 4 drops of green pumpkin right here. 4 drops. Okay, so now we're going to add 5 more drops of green pumpkin. And we're going to see how much it darkens it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, it darkened it up quite a bit. So that's just adding 5 more drops of green pumpkin. Sorry guys, I got kind of a cold today. So this is at 280. We're gonna put it back in for about a minute. We're gonna get it back up, get the temperature back up there. Alright, we got our temperature, so we're ready to shoot. We're going to just mix it up a little bit to get the flakes reactivated. We're just going to apply a little bit of pressure. Make sure our spruce topped off. Just nice and easy. Hold pressure. Lift. Make sure that the spruce topped off. And we'll see what those came out like. Still not as dark as I like to throw them, but like I said, for the purpose of the video, I'm trying to show you guys what one colorant and a couple glitters will get you as far as different variations in baits. So you can go far with one color and a couple glitters, and you can really make a difference in your arsenal. Alright, let's open it up and let's see what we have. So these are a little bit darker, same bait. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. So I don't know if you can see the color difference already, but that is definitely darker. There's just a couple more drops of green pumpkin. Okay, so now we're gonna add 5 more drops of green pumpkin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can tell already it's definitely muddier. I'll put that in for 30 seconds and we'll see what happens. Shoot this thing. Okay, we got good temperature. We're going to stir up our flakes and we're going to shoot. This will be our last one. Wait 10 minutes and we'll open this thing up and we'll see what we got. Alright, let's open this thing up and let's see what we got. So it's going to be our darkest cross so far. Should be. So here we go. This is what we got. Pretty nice. And we got some flashing on this one, which I always seem to be having issues with that flashing on that one side. But I'll trim it up. Alright, so these are 3 different colors. This is 4 drops of green pumpkin. This is 9 drops. This is 14 drops. So you can see that it is a little bit darker. And you can see it in the claws. But not much of a variation there. But when you go from 4 drops to 9 drops, I mean, you really get a dark color. So these are our craws that we made today. Alright, so today we made green pumpkin craws, 1 color, 2 glitters, kept it real simple, 1 injector, and I mean that's what we can do with just 1 color. So you don't have to be all fancy and go out and order a bunch of stuff, and you can start off with 1 injector, 1 color, 1 glitter, and 1 mold, and you can go a long ways. And we're going to show you that in this series. This is going to be our cross series. In this series I'll teach you different colors, how to make different colors, different variations of the same color, and also how to rig, what the action looks like underwater, and all that good stuff. So this is our 6-inch craw. So hope you liked the video. If you liked it, hit a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and don't forget to share. Thank you guys, and I appreciate all the support.
Let's go fish all day. Let's go to the bay and get a death by hook. I'm taking the boat to the pier. I got no fear, I'm living it up, I'm filling it up. I got a bucket of fish, death by hook. Cast your fears away. Let's go fish all